Okay, what's going on, y'all? So, doing this video, there's this movie that's supposed to be coming out called Detroit. I know that y'all heard of it. For those of you who haven't heard of it, nor heard of the story that it's based on, that's what this movie is going to be about. I know you read the description box, the title. So we're going to get off into this. This is something that I myself have never heard of. The links will be in the description box. All of them, all links are from Wikipedia. So if you don't want to listen to me, you can go to the description box, click on the link, read it, or whatever. But the trailer is very interesting. The movie, by the way, comes out August 4th. I'm going to see it with my wife. That one is that's supposed to be coming out. But this one in particular, the trailer piqued my interest, and me and some guys were talking about the trailer at the job. They seem pretty interesting too. So the movie is you have John Boyega. In case you don't know his name by heart, he's the guy who plays in the only black guy in Star Wars. And Anthony Macky, who is Sam Wilson in the Marvel movies. Just going to read the plot right quick, and it's going to get straight into what I really want to talk about. A police raid in Detroit in 1967 results in a days-long riot. The story is centered on the Algiers Motel incident, which occurred in Detroit, Michigan on July 25th, 1967. This was approximately 50 years ago. And that's part of the other reason that I want to see the movie. During the racially charged 12th Street riot, it involves the death of 3 black men and the beatings of 9 other people, 7 black men and 2 white women. Straight out the gate, reading that, when I first read it, it made me think about what's the guy's name? John Brown. White abolitionists. And many white people who come to this channel every so often to debate with me, argue with me or whatever, they tend to think that, I don't know how they think that I feel about whites, but they think that, in my mind, I think that they view my perception of white people as fuck all white people. That's not my premise, nor is it my perception. I believe that white people are not to be trusted simply because of their nature. Now, I'm not going to get off into all of that because I'm pretty sure there's people here who, watching this video just to, know about the movie or whatever, what the movie's based about. So I'm not going to get into what my channel is all about. But my stance on white people and the white women who are in this, victims of the police in this incident, I'm pretty sure that that they really did truly have a heart for the injustices, the discrimination that black people were going through at that time, 1967. So going to the Algiers Motel incident. It occurred in Detroit, Michigan, United States during the night of July 25th through the 26th, 1967, during the racially charged 12th Street riot, which we're going to read right after this, but I think this right here kind of gets into it, a tad bit. At the Algiers Motel, approximately 1 mile southeast of where the riots began, 3 civilians, all of them black males, were killed, and 9 others, 2 white females and 7 black males, were badly beaten by members of a riot task force composed of the Detroit Police Department, the Michigan State Police, and the Michigan Army National Guard, and a private security guard. The incident occurred after a report was received that snipers, a gunman, or group of gunmen had been seen at or near the motel. 1 death has never been explained. 2 deaths have been attributed to justifiable homicide or self-defense. Charges of felonious assault, conspiracy, murder, and conspiracy to commit civil rights abuse were filed against 3 officers and 1 private security guard. All were found not guilty. Why, of course. Now, going into the 12th Street riot, or the 1967 Detroit riot. The 1967 Detroit riot, also known as the 12th Street riot, was a violent public disorder that turned into a civil disturbance in Detroit, Michigan. It began in the early morning hours of Sunday, July 23rd, 1967. The participating event was a police raid of an unlicensed after-hours bar, then known as a Blind Pig, just north of the corner of 12th Street, today Rosa Parks Boulevard and Virginia Park Avenue, on the city's near west side. Police confrontations with patrons and observers on the street evolved into one of the deadliest and most destructive riots in the history of the United States, lasting 5 days and surpassing the violence and property destruction of Detroit's 1943 race riot. Okay, check this out. Now they got it here on the. That was the intro to the article, and scrolling down, they have a box called casualties. Okay. Overall, 16 were killed, 493 were wounded, and that's with the armed services, fire department, police department, National Guard, and civilian casualties. 23 killed, 696 wounded. So, straight out the gate, reading these articles, I'm pretty sure that this movie was planned based on the national disrupt that has been going on for the past few years, from Trayvon Martin, Ayanna Jones, Tamir Rice. In my mind, this movie is the... Wait a second. In my opinion, this movie, based on those who were wounded, okay, is to show that both sides, both white and black, are victims of police brutality, and no one is denying that fact. Yes, there are police who target white people as well as they do African Americans, but because the white community does not make any noise about it, nor what most conservative whites would call complaining about our situation, because there are no white people complaining about police brutality in their community, because there are no white people making complaints about the police brutality in their community, and we are the ones that are doing all the complaining, it kind of makes us look bad. But everyone knows the truth, concerning what it is that we're going through, what they're going through, and we're on this side, we see what's going on that side. But my position concerning police brutality in the white community is, if police are doing you so bad and you're being treated so horribly and you feel that you are being targeted, why did you create and why do you support Blue Lives Matter? Okay? That's my position on white people being murdered, brutalized by police. This movie, I believe, is to in a sense, unite people in some kind of way, by reminding us of America's injustices, not just on the African American community, but on the civilians of the United States, the citizens of the United States as a whole. On that word citizens, because I know that there may be some conscious people watching this video, and I will have to address that off of the strength that those conscious people are watching this. As far as citizens, based on the Dred Scott case, and also the whole 3/5 that we have not seen, 3/5 of a man law rule on paper, that we are not full citizens, or we're not citizens at all. So I just had to clear that up. You can do your own research on that Dred Scott, the Dred Scott case. But I'm down with that. I understand the intention behind it. Being that there's a woman director, there's a white woman directing the movie, and then there's a white guy who wrote the script or whatever. So Jewish, white, whatever, I don't know. I haven't done all that research yet. This video right here is just to bring awareness to the movie. It's coming out on August 4th. Bring awareness to the movie and what the movie is about. That's all this video is concerning. I don't want to give too much in this video, because if you can Google up the latest gossip, you can Google up some research concerning your own, talking to black people. If you can Google search anything, you know what I'm saying? You can do research on this situation and not necessarily the movie. Me, myself, I never knew about this, so it was real interesting to me to find out about it, because for the longest I always thought that the LA riots was the worst, but doing a little research on this and a lot of those things that was going on back then in Detroit around that time, and looking at Detroit today, it kind of brings a lot of things into perspective, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, let me know what you guys think, what you guys know about this situation, about the movie. How do you feel about the movie? You know what I'm saying? Let's just discuss it down in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.